Hello and welcome to my second Code Wars video. I did another challenge today, and there's a few things you need to know before you do this one. But first, I'll explain the challenge. There isn't any story in this one, but as you can see, we're gonna be given a string, and the task is to repeat every letter a certain amount of times, depending on its index. We have to join them with a hyphen, and every first letter has to be capitalized. So before you start with this one, you need to know how to convert the string into an array of letters with a split method. Repeat those letters with a repeat method. I'll also be using map, push, replace, regular expressions, and arrow functions. So first of all, I'll convert the string into an array of letters. Now, the way split works is it takes two parameters, separator and limit. We're just going to be using separator here, and the way it works is if you use empty quotes as that parameter, it's going to split the string between every character. It doesn't matter if it's space or a letter or a special sign. It's just going to take one sign at a time. Now after that, I wanna iterate through all the items in our new array. So I'm gonna be using a for loop for that. Now what I want this for loop to do is to go through all my letters and repeat them a certain amount of times, depending on what's their index. But once I do repeat them, I want to have a place to put those letters. So I'm gonna create a new array. It's just gonna be an empty array. And now I can push new items into that array. So we're gonna take the letter that we're on right now. Like, I'm sure you know how for loops work, so I won't get into that. And we want to repeat that letter a certain amount of times depending on their index. Now, the way arrays work, they're zero based index. So the first item in the array, for example Z, is 0 index, then P would be index of 1, and so on. So that won't work here, but if I just add 1 to it, everything's gonna be fine. Now next I wanna go through all the items in the new array, capitalize the first letter in each of them, and then join them together with a hyphen. I'll be using the map method for this. The way it works, it takes a callback function as an argument, and it creates a new array with the results of running that function against the items in the old array. It's a little bit confusing when you talk about it, but once you start using this method, it's really easy, and it's one of my favorite methods to use on an array. So let's just assign the map version of that array to the array. And I'm gonna be, here you put in a callback function. I'm gonna be using arrow functions for that. So I'm gonna use this. And we wanna replace something in every string that we get. Replace, I don't think I have it here. Let's just search for it quickly. It's not here. Maybe this. Yeah, see, replace takes a regular expression or a substring and a new string that you want to replace this one with, or a function, something that you want to do with it. I'm going to be using regular expressions here. Regular expressions are not my strongest suit, so I also helped myself with this site called regex 101, and this is the regex I'm looking for. The way it works, the regex it starts and ends with a /, and then you have some characters in between those, and there's just not this one. There's so many of different ways you can enter a regular expression, and it's going to mean a different thing. That's why it's so hard for me to learn it, I think. But this one, for example, means that the B stands for \B, means that we're looking for a word boundary, and the W, \W, matches any word character, so it's AZ and digits. So let's type it in here, B, W, and a flag of G. G is a global flag. We can see what it means over here. No, wait, I already had it. G modifier global. All matches don't return after first match. Yeah, the backslashes, the way I understand it, they are called escapes, which you should know that by now, I think. But what they do is they let the script know that we don't mean B literally as a letter. We assign a special value to that B, which is based on the regular expressions. You can scroll down here, and you're gonna have a definition of what \B means. Now that it's time to enter our callback function here. Not callback, just the function. Never mind, doesn't matter. Jesus, I'm really nervous when I record, so I'm sorry for any mistakes. Now I'm gonna use an arrow function again. Let's take a letter, and we just wanna convert it to uppercase because we already picked the first letter. You can see it over here that it picked the first letter of this string. So we want to take that letter and we want to convert it to uppercase. Now the last thing we need to do is we need to join them with a hyphen. So outside of the map function, I'm just gonna do join with this, and I can return my solution. And let's see if it works. It doesn't work. Let's see. It expected this, but instead it got this. So what's wrong here? Like, well, obviously the U's are wrong. They're not supposed to be all uppercase. But as you can see here, the U was given to us as uppercase. So when I repeated those here, it repeated the uppercase U. So that's why we end up with this. Now all I need to do is to convert that string to lowercase before I split it up into an array, and now everything should be fine. Yes, and we passed all 120 tests, so I'm just gonna submit it. and it's all good. Okay, thanks for watching my second video. I know I'm no good at recording. Maybe I'll get better. Hopefully I'll get better with time if I continue doing this. And I'll see you in the next video.